Hey folks, today I'm going to show you how you can use my Tailwind CSS variant generator to generate styles on the fly using Tailwind UI. So to begin, we're going to be using a fresh Nuxt-free app like so. So you can see this is just bare bones at the moment. So first let's go and install Tailwind. So if we go into a new tab, and we've also got the tab open here. So let's add those in now like so. And we also need to go into our Nuxt app so that we can add in Tailwind. So let's just do that at Nuxt.js Tailwind CSS like so. So with that now done, we can initialize our Tailwind app like that. And now we should be able to automatically use Tailwind. So let's have a look. So let's go back to our app and let's just quickly test the app before we begin. So if we go in here and we put in text 3XL, hi. Obviously we're supposed to be not using a div, but that's just for example. So we can see that works. Great. So let's undo that. Right. So first, let's create a new components folder like so. So let's do that now. And in this example, we're going to be using the button component from Tailwind UI. So you can see here there's 5 different buttons, and what we want to do is we want to create a central component that we can use to define these different button scales without needing to create 5 separate buttons. Because if we head into the code, we can see here that there's 5 different styles. Now these are great if you just want to copy an individual button, like for example the middle one. But if you wanted to have a button that you could define different sizes on the fly, then it would be a bit of a pain. So the new tool I built kind of lets you combat this in an easy way. So let's begin. So let's create a new component. So let's just call this a button like so. And we are going to be creating, I'm not sure why it's done that. We can create a new template like so. And in here, we're going to be defining a button. We are going to be giving it a list of classes, of course. And this is obviously going to take a slot so that anything entered in here will apply. And of course, this needs to be class. Right. So we're going to be using the script tag that comes with Vue 3 just for this tutorial. So first let's define our props that we're going to need. So in this example, we're going to be taking in a size parameter as a property. So let's do that now, and you can see that Copilot has automatically filled that in for us. But in this example, we're going to be using a small button as a default size. So now that we've defined our props, we can go down here and begin. So if we go back to the Tailwind CSS variant generator, which the link will be in the description, it's a new tool that I've just built. So let's copy in these classes here like so. So what we're going to do is this button is going to be our small button. This is going to be our medium, then our large, then our XL, then an extra large. Or extra large, sorry. So with that copied, let's do that. A small button like so. Then we can copy this one in, which will be our medium button, like so. Then we'll also copy in our large button, like so. So we can do that now, large. Then we can do our other button, which will be our extra large, so like so. And then finally, let's just call this 2XL for this, so it's easiest. So let's do that now. Now that we've pasted in these different buttons, you can see that this tool has now automatically generated us the classes that we need. So we can see here, these ones are shared between all of these buttons, which is just like the background color and whatnot. And then you can see down here it's generated us the variants that are unique to that button. Now this is great to make it useful for exactly what we need, which is that we just want certain classes to apply depending on the button that's applied. So we can copy these classes into our app like so. So we can paste those in. And now that we've got that, of course, this is just because of the naming, but we can fix that afterwards. Now what we want to do is define the classes on the fly. So let's create a new classes, and we're going to be using the computed property here. So let's do like this, and we can say here, we can say, well, if the size that they've picked is equal to small, then we know that we basically want to return the shared classes, so like so, plus, and then we also want to add the small classes like so. So we can just change that like so. So let's repeat that for every button. So now we'll actually, just for this, as we don't need these classes, except we can actually just even simplify this even further. So let's now copy that in. So we've got a medium button, we've got a large button, an XL button, and a 2XL button. And let's do the same thing again. So we're just going to copy in all the classes that we've got here. So like so, we'll copy in the extra large, sorry. Let's do the same thing for the large, like so. And then let's do the medium button as well, like so. So now that we've got that done, and we should also have this, the medium, yes we do, the small ones. We can remove those classes as we already have them. And you can see now we are left with the option of the different classes. So what we can do here is we can now use those classes into our button. So we can do like this. And now we should be done. Now if we head back to our app, we should be able to get rid of this now and define our new button like so. So if we put in hello world and we go back to our app, you can see here we've got a normal size button. And just to make this a bit easier to see, let's just put in some padding like that. Now, if we go into here and we type in size, you can see that we'll now be able to define a size. So if we wanted a medium button, we'd be able to define a medium button. If we wanted a 2XL button, like so, you can see that, oh, what have we done here? Let's go back and have a look. Oh, that's why. There we go. So you can see now that we optionally can define different sizes. Now this now means within our app we've got one component that we can use for different button sizes, rather than needing to, if we go back to Tailwind UI, needing to define 5 buttons. Now you can do this yourself, but from experience, copying all of these classes and figuring out which ones are unique and which ones are not are a pain. And so that's why I've built the Tailwind CSS variant generator. Thanks for listening. The link will be in the description. Thank you.